Emily, how you doing? I hope everything is going well. Congratulations too on qualifying for the U.S. Open this year, 2013, at Sabonic Country Club. Um, just taking a look at your driver swing from behind, I've got you up there with Tiger Woods, and you're hitting the ball really well. We've just been struggling a little bit with losing the ball to the right every once in a while on certain tee box. Sometimes she'll hit a little bit of a push cut. So we want to take a look at some of the things that will help you eradicate that problem. At least give you some things to do in case you get a sense of that shot wanting to creep in. So what I want you to kind of notice first as we take you up to the top is going to be the top of backswing position. This is something that we've worked on in the past. We've been working together for a number of years now, so I know you're going to remember some of these feelings, but sometimes with the driver your arm swing will get slightly longer and that club will want to cross the line at the top. Okay? Crossing the line means the club is going to be looking too much to the right of the target as she completes the top of her backswing. Okay? So that position, though, it greatly affects how the golf club comes down. That top of backswing position, if we can get you with the club a little more in front of your body and the club looking more down the line, that really greatly affects how you're going to be coming down through the ball. And what I would suggest too is you've always kind of gone to trying to hit more of a push draw with your driver. I would experiment on hitting some fades, maybe even some pull fades. It's something that Tiger has gone to, and that's part of why I used him as a model here. You can see that top of backswing position. He probably is trying to cut the ball in this swing. A cut meaning a ball that moves from left to right slightly. So you're noticing as he gets to the top of the backswing, his golf club is looking in a little different direction, but that greatly affects how he's going to come down and through. As you get coming down, that club will ever so slightly get stuck behind you and get coming a little too deep from the inside. Now this would be good if we were only thinking about just hitting the ball far, which you do. I know in your last LPGA Tour event, I think you averaged like 297. So far is definitely not a problem, but we do want to get the club coming down in a little better position so we can hit it as straight as possible and as far as possible, right, within reason. But you notice in this position, you notice the angle of his shaft where your club shaft has ever so slightly just dropped below that plane line. I like how much you're stressing the shaft there, though. You can see it's clearly very bent. But like we said, we do really want to work mostly on your consistency and your driving accuracy. That's probably the key position that gets us in trouble with sometimes hitting those block slices or push cuts. So you notice as Tiger's delivering that club. Now with driver we can be coming slightly more below plane because the ball is teed up, more so than we could with an iron. But you see there yours is probably a little too much, and by the time you get into hitting area, that club is looking a little too much right of the target. You can see in that view right there. Now, when your timing is on and you're confident, you can square that up. It's not a big deal. But under pressure, sometimes our focus is not going to be as clear. We're going to not want to rely on our hands that much. Okay? So that would be the only thing that I would kind of be looking towards. I know you got the U.S. Women's Amateur coming up and the beginning of this 2013 season that you're trying to get ready for. But that would be my advice. I would try to get up to the top and see if you can kind of keep the club a little shorter and looking more left. But what you always want to do, anytime you work on something in your golf swing as far as a mechanical thing, you always want to combine it with a different ball flight feel. Usually there's something. Obviously, if you're hitting the ball great, there's nothing that you want to do with your ball flight. But for you, what I would try to feel is more of a pull fade or a pull cut as you're hitting balls on the driving range next time. All right, as opposed to trying to draw the ball. Sometimes that's getting us in trouble. Sometimes that's getting the club pointing too much to the right at the top. So I would experiment with trying to hit some fades for a period of time. And typically what will happen is that'll help neutralize that tendency for the club to get across the line and come down too much from the inside. And you'll start to see you'll be either hitting the ball straight or you'll just be hitting a perfect tiny little draw right down the middle of the fairway. That's all I would really say. There's not much to work on your golf swing. In your golf swing, it looks so good. Other than just keeping a good tempo. That is one thing that sometimes you will struggle with, is in that change of directions. If you get too quick, that club will really want to get inside. So that would probably be the only thought to really take to the golf course. I hope that makes some sense. If you have any questions, you can definitely feel free to give me a call or email me and we can chat some more. All right? I hope you have a great day.